So we are on to tutorial number 8, and this is a fairly simple exercise, but we need to know how to work with the array command. That's what we are going to use here, the array. Then we will be obviously using dimensions, snaps, layers, circles. The array that we are going to use is the polar array. There are two of them, there's rectangular and polar, but for this example we will be using the polar array. We have polar tracking for getting the right angles. Then the center line, I don't know if you're going to use mirror, but we'll see. But the template that we use here is IMFG. So let's start with this exercise, starting with making the circles and just offsetting them in. So I am going to be on my top model layer. Start with the big circle, diameter 5. So circle, enter. Starting from there, D, enter, 5, enter. Now the next thing I will keep doing is offsetting these circles, or instead of offset, I'll just draw that circle and these two circles. So draw another circle. This is for the center line, and the diameter is 3.5. Then we have to draw another circle with a diameter 2.4 and a diameter 2. So circle, diameter 2.4. okay, circle, I forgot to hit D, center, diameter 2.4, and circle, center, diameter 2. okay, so this one is the center line, so I can click on it and change it to the center line. Okay, and we're gonna have these small teeth, or you could use that for making a gear or something. We're gonna have these gears within this much. Okay, so the next thing I would do is make this circle, which is a radius, or which is a diameter of 0.5. so I go C to make sure I'm in the center, right? I cannot make it anywhere else. Diameter 0.5. okay, now we have to see how many circles do we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So instead of drawing those 10 circles and calculating the exact angle between those 10 circles, I will use the polar array. Okay, if you look over here, that's the array command. Either I can click there, or I can type AR and hit spacebar. So I'm clicking there. I select polar array, because why? Because polar array goes from the center, just like this picture over here. I have to select the objects. Which object do I want to array? Right now I just want to array this object. Spacebar. I have to pick a center point. Now the center is here, and I have to put a total number of items. I'm going to put 10. okay, and I can hit preview to view if it looks fine. If it doesn't look fine, then I can hit cancel or update it. Okay, so what I can do is hit OK if I want it, or I could change it if I wanted to. So I'm gonna hit OK. So I'm pretty much done with laying out my circles and using my array command. I can use the array command even over here. I'm going to draw just one of this and then array it from the center around that axis. So for that, the only information I have on my drawing sheet is the angle. So if you see, there's the angle of 5 and the total angle is 10. Now how do I get the angle? I have to go to my polar tracking. I'm going to turn on 5. So I will make a line from the center going up from the center going, see, that's 5, and from the center going 5. Okay, so these are my reference lines. I can select it and put it on the dimensions layer, and this is what I wanted. Click there to there, and then click here to here. Okay, so now all I have to do is array those two lines and then trim it out to make something that looks like this. So I need to know how many of these do I have. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So I think it's 22. Might have missed one of those. So I'm going to type AR spacebar, select objects. I am going to select just those two lines. Okay, see how I selected it? I use the selection window from top left hand corner to the right bottom corner. So it selects everything that's within or inside of it. If I made that selection like this, it would select all the lines and circles and everything, even everything that it touches. Okay, so the best way of selecting it was like this, or I could go click and click. Okay, so my selection is done. I have to give my center, which is this. I have to give the total number of items, giving 22. I hit preview. Okay, so everything in here looks good. So I hit spacebar, so it takes me back to the same command till I confirm it by hitting OK. So I hit OK, and then I'm done. Now the next thing to do is use the trim. So I do TR spacebar, select my whole drawing, spacebar, and then I keep trimming every alternate one right here. Okay, so that's what the array command does. It even calculates the distance, the right distance that is required, so we don't need to worry about any calculations. Okay, so the computer, the program already does that for us. So it's a really handy tool, really important. So we all need to understand and use the array command. So I have done those. Only thing I need to do now is trim these. Okay, and then I will be done with this exercise once I put in my dimensions and make sure I have all the center lines in there. And there might be a little faster way of doing that. That would be when I was selecting the array for just these two lines, I could have had made the whole unit, that one whole unit, and then did the array, but it's okay, you know. So it's pretty much done. Only thing that's left is the dimensioning. I will go to the dimension layer. I will give my dimensions starting with the diameters. Go 1, 2, then I have that one. Okay, 3 circles, 1, 2, and then I would be using E1, this one, and the inside one. Okay, so that's done with. I can put in my center lines by going to the center line layer. Make sure I click in the center. Okay, this I have to move this somewhere out of the way. Okay, I'll make another center line right there and just stretch it out all the way to the top. Okay, the last thing that's left is the angular dimensioning. Go to the angular dimension, click that one and this one, show that phi, click that one and this one should show as 10. Okay, can get rid of my old assignment. Okay, and this obviously is on the dimension layer. Alright, okay, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Please like these tutorials, share these tutorials, comment on these tutorials. If you can hear me fine, because some of these guys were saying that they had problems hearing, maybe I'm not talking too loud. So if you have any problems, anything like that, please feel free to write a comment on the comment box. Okay, thank you.